Okay, so week 1. That's this week. That's basically Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So we got a short week 1. So we're going to do a few things in this introductory week. 2 things, actually. We're going to be reading the first chapter of the Chapuis text, the first 2 chapters of the Chapuis text, along with a short article on mastery learning, in case you're not quite sure what mastery learning is. So our learning targets this week, that you'll be able to explain the purpose of assessment and how it supports teaching and learning, sort of the teaching, learning, assessment trilogy, and that you'll be able to explain what mastery learning is. So first things first, make sure that you review the syllabus, purchase their texts, and if you could update as you learn with a current photo so I can kind of have a picture of you in my mind. And then please go ahead and watch the course overview, and the other videos that I made for this week are an overview of assessment, which kind of gives an overview of the first chapter and the course purposes as well. And you're going to be posting an initial post to making our first Flipgrid discussion. So that's the overview of the course and mastery learning. This page goes to the chapter 2, clear purposes of assessment. For that, I have the chapter linked here in the event that you are still in the process of getting your text. I'm only linking the first 2 chapters, so make sure you go out and get that text this week, please. This is, again, a little lecture that kind of goes over chapter 2, but it is useful to actually read the chapter. And here are the links to the slides. And then I have linked 2 short videos. Jay McTeague is very well known for his work in backwards design, which relates strongly to our curriculum-based assessment project. And then this one is a short video about principles of formative assessment. Actually, it's not that short, it's a little bit lengthy, but there are very good examples of formative assessments in this video. So those are the resources that I'd like you to review for the content for this week. And then in terms of you interacting and telling me a little bit about yourself and about what you learned, that's what you're going to put on Flipgrid. Again, the quizzes, I have quizzes for most of the chapters, and these are to help you check your understanding and just, practice, make sure that you got see what you got out of the chapter. You've probably learned about in your psychology class is how important it is to practice recalling things. It helps us remember things longer if we practice recalling them. I think a lot of times we're in such a habit of being able to look things up on our phones so easily that our recall skills are going down a little bit. So for me, that's one reason why I put the quizzes on here, is for you to kind of practice recalling. You can also take it like before you read the chapter and kind of test your pre-knowledge, because you can take the quizzes more than one time. And again, they don't really count towards your grade, so they're really just there for you to check your understanding. But what is graded is our first Flipgrid assignment. So you're going to go on here. They do ask for us to use a password, so I have a password here. You can just copy and paste it into here. And once you do that, so let me go ahead and do that. Then you will have access to it, and you're going to want to scroll down so you can see the little plus sign. So what you're going to do is introduce yourself. Who are you? What are you studying? Yes, I know I can look that up on AppleNet, but give me a little info, and for the other people in the class. When you think of the term assessment or the concept of assessment, what pops into your mind? And then I would like for you, we're reading an article by Gusky on mastery learning, and I wanted to hear your reaction to it. So if you could make a comment or reaction about it, and also ask a question for others to respond to. I actually gave you all 2.5 minutes, so that's a little longer than usually our posts will be, and that's just so you can introduce yourself a little bit too. But please make a couple of notes about what you want to share before you hit the record button. Obviously, you can always trash it and try again. Once you have recorded your own comments, you will pop up here, and then I would like for you to respond to 2 of your peers, and that's going to be part of your grade for these Flipgrid discussions. So make sure that you respond to 2 people. And I think that's about it for our very first week of class, which again, very short. Thanks a lot, y'all.